Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Georgetown Hoyas.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
On the court for Michigan, Ellis is out there with Jones. Then there's Flash. Then it's Smith. And it's Crawford at the 2 spot. The shot is off, so Georgetown will take it the other way.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Jones drives in, inside, Ellis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Ellis has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Wolverines. Trice kicks to Freak. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
Teardrop shot. Ellis can't get it to go.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. The tray. That's good. Freak's got 5 now.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
They double him with Freak. There's Crawford with the 3. He is hauled in by the Hoyas.
You can see it in his eyes. It became mano-mano. He wanted to return the favor with that 3, but just didn't get it to go.
And he gets the bucket. 7 points for Freak.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
To stop the run, and Smith with the stuff.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Trice kicks to Freak. From 12 feet out. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Freak's got 9 points.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
It's a completely new group. Checked in for the Hoyas. And a change for the Wolverines. Jefferson's checked in for Jones. On the court for Michigan. Cunningham is out there with Taylor. And it's Stevenson in at the point guard position. There's Freak. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Jefferson kicks to Stevenson. Back to Jefferson. From deep. No luck.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Stevenson, and that one's good. Freak.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
1:51 left to play in the first half, and that one's good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Stevenson outside. Harkless comes with a double team. Will it go? Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Wolverines shooting their first free throws of the game. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Freak in at shooting guard. Warren is out there with Price. And it's Trice. And it's Hudson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Wolverines, we've got Ellis. He's out there with Smith. Jones is out there with Flash. And it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Trice kicks to Freak. Cannot hit. Nice D from Crawford.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And here's Freak. 23 points in the game, and he gets the bucket.
So often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Hudson dishes to Freak. Again, Georgetown.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Michigan trails by 18. Screened by Ellis. Ellis draws the double, and the foul called on Freak. Michigan with the ball. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Nelson is out there with Warren, and it's Harkless in at the 1 spot. Here's Banks. Got a piece of it. Harkless with it. Pass to Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And what a tremendous game for Freak. 28 points. You talk about the 3-ball for him? Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Catching up on the changes for Georgetown. Hudson's checked in for Nelson. Trice comes in, and Trice is subbed in for Harkless. Crawford outside. Passes it to Jones. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
For 3.
Now here's Trice. This one for 3. And it's Freak missing.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Ellis can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Freak. The shot is good off the backboard. Freak's got 32 points.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Jacks up a three. Good on the shot. Freak's got 35 in the game.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hoyas.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From 12 feet out, again Georgetown.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Pass to Flash. Crawford outside. Here's Smith. That one wide left. So the Hoyas win it. They put